Greetings, humans. I'm Andrei.
And I'm George.
And welcome back to the Windmill full of corpses. Okay, today we're checking out a Romanian black metal band. And this band is called Dordeduh, and it's a really special band. We've heard them before, we've seen them live. They're a really proficient band and really unique style. So we definitely had to do this new video. So this is not a suggestion, we're just doing this because it's fairly new. It came out a while back. And their second album, Harp, will be released in just a few days. So you'll be seeing this quite some time after we filmed it, because we want you to be able to listen to the album soon after you see our reaction. So this is their second single off of this album, and I'll be linking everything I possibly can about the band below. So, I don't know, Bandcamp, Facebook, Spotify, whatever they have links to the original album. This is the original album that they already had. It was called Dordeduh, and then this is the new album, and this is called Harp, and this will be coming out in just a few days.
And so what I want to say is, I think there's been more of an 8-year gap between these albums.
10 years, I think.
10 years. So, I'm expecting a lot of changes.
Perhaps, yes. And just a bit of background so that you know if you'd like this or not, if you're into the more like pagan black metal stuff. This is definitely the sort of black metal band that puts in a lot of traditional instruments and stuff like that, and traditional themes and archaic language, so let's make it happen. Dordeduh, Descânt. Stop it already for a second. So, first off, this sounds a lot less black metal.
Yes, it's a lot more groovy, a lot more crisp, a lot more melodic.
Yes.
But the vocals are still pretty black metal, and they have that ominous vibe.
Yeah, they didn't go into any shrieks yet. It's just like low, whispering, mysterious mumbo-jumbo.
Yeah, but it has that grinding texture.
Yes. So this is already getting into that sort of deep, immersive atmosphere that they're so good at doing, which we already know from their first album. Yeah, this is different than what I expected already, and we can already hear that. I think that's called tambal, that instrument with a plinking sound.
I was gonna say I think that's what it is, but I'm not sure.
Mergi, mergi, iarăși mergi, nu te alături de pribegi. Mergi, mergi, iarăși mergi, calea în viață să mi-o deslegi.
Because I have to ask you if you just saw that detail. Did you hear the whispering voice? And did you see the ghost on the screen?
I didn't see the ghost on the screen.
It was with the same color as the background, and it just moved in the top left corner. And earlier, when the lyrics said something like gânduri și simțiri ce mișcă umbre or something like that, that means something like thoughts and senses that move shadows. There were again like these blurry silhouettes in the background moving on the screen. Did you notice that stuff?
I didn't pay that much attention to the video. You get all these red motifs and I didn't think much was interesting going on there, so I really just focused on the music.
Yeah, but it caught my eye because it's linked to the music, lyric-wise and feeling-wise. So I'll keep an eye on that. I really like what they did with that. Okay, so I think I get what the lyrics are about. They're like about, let's say someone put a spell on you and you're under some curse.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like a curse to undo the curse.
Mm-hmm.
Like an incantation, like a spell to undo the curse.
I think Descânt actually means disenchantment.
Yeah.
So that actually makes sense. I'm sorry, I know this band has really cool concepts, I just haven't focused on that because the music is it's grabbing all my attention. I love what they're doing with the bass sound.
Yes.
It's like, the first album was a lot more black metal sounding, and you did get a lot of these things compositionally, but everything sounded raw, and this is a bit more pummeling, more deep.
Yeah, and I think with that production, it was hard to notice all the details because they were kind of blending in. And not that that's really a bad thing, because it's kind of what made that album special and what made it sound so ominous and creepy. But with this clarity, you get to see a lot more into the musical details.
Yeah, so I think it's maybe taking back just a little bit of the mystery, because this is still very much immersive, but instead adding that clarity so you can notice all the details, which also spotlights just how versatile the vocals are, because we already got low whispers, we got high whispers, we got clean singing and a little bit of screaming. So that's super diverse already, and we're just halfway through, so let's
pe unde mergi, în lumea lată sunt pribegi. Mergi, mergi și iarăși mergi, calea-n viață să mi-o deslegi. Mergi, mergi și iarăși mergi, nu te alături de calea sorții s-o îndrept, să-mi întorc norocul și sorocul, iar pe draci să-i arză focul. Să mă îndrept spre cine sunt, de sunt bun, de sunt nebun, tihnă în mine să găsesc, să învăț să mă prețuiesc, să împart ce-am cunoscut, de-a fost ușor, de-a durut, suflete să îmbogățească, iar la greu să se unească, iar sfârșitul când îmi vine, știu că am făcut lumii un bine, o picătură lângă 1000, un ulciorul cu apă vie, a fost odată ca în povești.
I want more. That spoken section at the end really put a bow on it.
Yes.
And wow,
It did still kind of have the ominous pagan vibe, but it was more like just melodic and epic and just beautiful, man.
mm-hmm. Yeah, and on this last section they also did a lot of cool stuff with the clean guitars, and that kind of reminded me of Kumpat from the first album. It definitely had a lot of those like more noodly clean guitar themes. This is not sounding like black metal. Like that label just doesn't stick. This is something else.
There are some, at least compositionally, there are a few black metal elements still in there, I think, on some of the flat guitar parts, but overall, it was a lot more dynamic. Another thing I want to mention is the drums. There was so much detail going on the cymbals, and it was just so groovy. And you don't get that in black metal.
Yeah.
Usually it's just flat.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't get a single blast, so, but it works very well with the atmosphere of the song. So yeah, that was cool stuff. I also want to say this is already the second single from the album, so the first single is called Descânt. That will also be in the description, if I don't forget to put it there. So you can check out if it's there, and if it's not, comment. Yeah, leave some really mean comment, because I have to do that. And also, the album, Har, this one, will be out May 14th. And the new album is from 2011, I think, and it's right here.
The old album.
The old album, yeah. The first album.
Dordeduh.
And that's called Dordeduh. So we would really appreciate it if you checked out this band. And
Yes.
thanks for stopping by.
I think it's one of the best bands from our country. So yeah. And let us know if you enjoyed the video and the song. If you noticed the same details that we noticed or anything else, because I feel like there's a lot more going on in there actually. And if you enjoyed our video, we greatly appreciate the likes and shares. And if you'd want to see more, don't forget to subscribe with bells on.
Thank you very much for stopping by. We hope you enjoyed your stay, and we'd love to see you back at the Windmill very soon.
Corpse is out.